Insider Secrets to the SBC Summary of Benefits and Coverage teaches you shortcuts and insider tricks to find the hot button stuff like office visits, prescription drugs, and other coverages. This is not a comprehensive guide. When you're trying to compare health plans, you may have experienced brochure burnout. Too much information. The Affordable Care Act now requires all health plans to use a standard summary of benefits and coverage so it's easier for you to compare plans. Let's check it out. Let's compare two health plans using the new summary of benefits and coverage step by step. Stick with me as we read a summary of benefits and coverage, or SBC. You'll see how easy they are to read, and you'll also see a couple of surprises too. Here we go, super fast. We'll get into the details later. Look at any SBC and the very first line is always the deductible. This plan has a $1,500 deductible before the plan pays for covered services. If you go forward to page 3, you see office visits are $30 for the first 3 visits and not subject to the deductible. If you move ahead again to page 4, you see that generic prescriptions cost you $15. These aren't subject to the deductible because the $250 deductible is for brand name. If it's a generic drug, you pay $15. On this health plan, you'll get the first 3 office visits for $30 and generic prescriptions for $15 without having to meet the $1,500 deductible. There are more benefits available to you before you pay copays or deductibles. The Affordable Care Act provides even more benefits for all adults and specific benefits for women and for children. All of these benefits by law with no copay and no deductible. So let's go back to the top of page 1. Remember that $1,500 deductible? Exactly when do you pay that? The answer is anytime something goes wrong. So if you have a fever, if you have a headache, if you have symptoms, if you need surgery, lab, x-ray, anything past a normal routine office visit or a screening or wellness treatment, you're going to pay on your deductible. Let's look at the SBC for a different health plan. This health plan is from the same company, but the deductible is different on this plan. This one has a $2,500 deductible. So let's do what we did before. We see the $2,500 deductible, but let's go to page 3 and see the office visit. You get the first 3 office visits for $45, not subject to the deductible. And again, going ahead to page 4, you'll see generic drugs for $15, again, not subject to the deductible. So these two plans on these benefits are not terribly different from each other. If other benefits are close to the same, like these two, then one plan may cost a lot less, and you may prefer that over the other plan. Both plans include all of the wellness that is mandated by the Affordable Care Act. So why would a person choose one plan over the other? Selecting your plan is a matter of personal preference, but the new SBC makes comparing plans much easier. If you have questions, call us.